Let's continue our discussion on date functions, and let's see the date part function. This will basically find the part of the date. So we can use this date part function and we can pass a year. This is pretty much similar which we have seen earlier. So earlier we were using this particular function here. So we can provide the part that I want to extract. I can pass month here to get the month. Similar to this, we have this date part function. So let's see this also. So I can copy this and I can come here. If I want to say, let's say I want to find the day, then I can find day using this. I can provide month to this function to get the month. So this is the first month. Similarly, I could have the year also. I can pass year also here and to get the year part from this date. And date part can also take something like weekday. So if I want to find the weekday of this date, right? So I can execute this and I am getting fourth. Why fourth? Because when we ran this date name function, we were getting Wednesday, and Wednesday is basically the fourth day of a week, right? Because week will start from the Sunday. So Sunday will be 1, Monday will be 2, Tuesday will be 3, and Wednesday will be the fourth day of the week. So that's why we are getting 4 here. Okay, let's move on. We have the date add. So if you want to add or subtract days or like any other part of the date, then you can use date add. So this will take 3 parameter, the part like which you want to add, the value, what you want to add or subtract, and the date on which you want to perform this operation. Let's see this with an example. So I want to find the date after 5 days from this particular date. Okay, so I'm calling this date add function. I want to add days, so I'm saying day. I want to add 5 days, that's why the second parameter is 5, and on this date I want to add these, right? So the third parameter will be the original date. If I execute this, I'll get 20th of the January. That will be the date after 5 days. If I want to find date after 15 days, I'm getting 30th of January. So I can provide positive values to add the days. If I want to go backwards, then I can provide in negative. So if I want to see 115 days before this particular date, I'll execute this. So I'm getting this 22nd September 2024. Okay, so this is how you can add days on date. So I can change this to like say a month also. If I want to like let's say go 2 months back from this date, I can execute this. I'll get like 11th. I'm getting this 15th November. I can add months also if I provide positive date. And yeah, so this is also working. And similarly, I can provide year also. So that will also work. Yeah, so I'm getting this 2025 as the year. So we have this date diff that will calculate the difference between two dates. So if I want to find the difference in days, then I can pass a day here. Then the start date, first parameter will be the starting of the date. Second parameter will be the end date. And then we'll get the difference. Let's see this in action. So I'm trying to find the difference between these two dates. So this is 1st of Jan, this is 15th of Jan. And if I execute this now, I'm getting 14 because there are 14 days between these two dates. If I change this to month, I should get a 0 because these two dates are within a month. So I'm getting 0 here. But let's say I'll change this to some 6th month. If I execute this now, I'll get there are 5 months difference between these two. Similarly, we have year also. If I change this year to 2021 and execute, I'll get 4 because these two dates are 4 years apart.